today we are taking a look at the top 10 Chrome extensions that I have discovered that have been making life a little bit easier with distance learning. So the first one, you guys know I am all about Bitmoji. And before we get started, I want to show you where you can get your extensions from. You'll just go to, let me see. You're going to go to Chrome. Oops. You can do the Chrome Web Store. I don't want to do a survey right now. And then right here for extensions. So any one of these extensions that I'm going to be sharing with you, you just go to the Chrome Web Store and you can type in the name of it and follow the instructions to install it. So these are already installed on my computer. If you look right here, I have all these icons. These are the extensions. And then these down here are my bookmarks. So I've learned to save space by when you bookmark a page. So let's say, for example, I want to bookmark this page here. You click on the star, and if you notice, it came up right here on my bookmark bar already with the icon and the name. And so I just delete the icon. I just delete the name and save the icon. And then there, it's there. So I kind of know what all these stand for, but it allows me to see more on my browser than if I had actually put all their names. So just so you know, extensions are going to pop up here on this row, and then the actual bookmarks for the apps will pop up on the bottom row. So we're going to start off with Bitmoji, and you guys know I like to use Bitmoji a lot, and some of you have discovered how to use Bitmoji. It's a lot of fun, and you can do a lot of things with it. But there is an extension where when you install it, and let's just demo where you would find it. So I'm going to type in Bitmoji into the search view of the Chrome extension. And it pops up right here. And then so it's already added for me. So right here, it would say add to Chrome if it was not installed, okay? So Bitmoji, the reason why I like it is once you've set up your Bitmoji and you've linked it to your Google account, you then have this access to the app instead of having to go to your phone, find the picture, save it, and then either airdrop it or email it to yourself. Here you can add it directly into a lot of your documents. And you know, you can just search for what you're looking for. And the cool part about it is, let's say if I am let's do a Google Doc or Google Slide, either one. Sorry, my network is just moving slow today. So we'll just go ahead and do a Google Slide to show you how simple it is. All right, so let's say I want to, actually, let's let me, 1 second. Okay, so let's say I want to add a Bitmoji here, and I want to do this one, okay? So you have to copy it. So if you have a double click mouse, you can right click it or option click. And so I'm gonna copy the image from Google to Google. It's real simple. And then I'm going to paste it. So you can just paste it right then and there. So any Google apps, you can do it directly there. If you were trying to import it, let's say into a different app, maybe like Microsoft Word or something else, then you would, instead of copying when you right click, you would save image as, and then this will allow you to save it wherever on your desktop, and then you can retrieve it at a later time. So that's just really handy. I can use them in like my Voxer, because I use Voxer on my computer. I can do it there, any Facebook or anything like that. It just makes it really handy to have it here anytime I want to pop in a Bitmoji. So that is the first extension that I love. The second one is kind of similar, but it's the emoji keyboard. And so if you notice, like a lot of times, emojis can only be used on your phones or using your iPad, but you can also use it when you install this extension. And so that's this one here. It's by Joy Pixels, and what it does, it will allow me to be able to put an emoji, and so it copies it here. It's copied, and then all I would have to do is go to my document and paste it. I didn't want to paste it right there, but there you go. So you can go ahead and paste it there. So this is helpful. Like when I did my Google Classroom, if you guys remember the Google Classroom lesson that we did. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And we're going to open up the Art 101 class. And remember when I showed you guys how to organize everything. So let's say I want to rename this. I want to put some emojis in there just to make it, just to liven it up a little bit, okay? Let me see if it'll let me put it in the front. There we go. So, and then you have it there. So that it's pretty cool for this to really organize your Google Classroom, to make it visually pleasing, or even if, you know, like let's say for assignments, if you wanted to color code things. So if students, like the question of the week, let's rename that. Oh, let's edit it. And let's say I want to use, because you can use shapes. Let's go to the shapes and let's see circles. This is good to differentiate. Okay, so maybe I want to do a red one here. And this would be good for your students, because let's say students, every assignment that is going to be graded will have a red dot. Okay, every assignment that is a test, then maybe it'll have a blue dot. So it really helps to differentiate for your students, you know, the different types of assignments or anything that you may want, or you can just do it for fun, you know. So that's pretty cool way to use the emojis, Joy Pixels. Okay, so that's number 2. The next one is PictureInPicture. And this is very helpful for me because I like to do my professional development while I'm working. And so let's say I want to go to YouTube and I want to watch a video. This is my girl. We're going to wait to skip the ads. Okay, so let's say I want to listen to her and watch her while I'm working. Well, then when I have the PictureInPicture app installed, it just bumps her down over here. All I have to do is keep this browser open, and then now I can go back and keep working on whatever it is that I was working on. So that's pretty cool for that. That also works for Facebook, any type of video that you may be watching. It's very helpful to do that. So that's cool. Okay, that's PictureInPicture. The next one is Meet Attendant. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and go to my Meet. I'll turn off my camera. You guys don't need to see me right now. Okay, so I'm going to join now in my meeting, and this will be the code that I would use to share with folks. So the first one is Meet Attendants. Now this is this little Apple app. And what it does is once you've installed it, now whenever you have students participating in your Google Meet meeting, you can click on, oops, let me get this out the way. Click on here, and then it will go ahead and it will take your attendance. And what it does is it automatically populates it into this spreadsheet. And this is cool because it just keeps adding on to the spreadsheet. So if you want to do attendance for all your classes, you know, for the day that you're doing it, it has the date and it has the time of the meeting. So as you can see, these were a couple of meetings where I was able to use this feature. On the 27th, I took attendance, and then I took it again. So maybe you could take it at the beginning of your meetup and then take it again at the end. That way you can see which students stayed until the end of the meeting. So that is really, really cool extension, and that is called Meet Attendance. And don't worry, I'm going to give you a handout with all the names of these. Okay. The other add-on is called nod reaction. So sometimes you may want to do, you know, check for understanding, a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And so if you look over here, and the way that this works is the students will also need to add this extension to their Meet so that they can do it. So y'all just kind of walk them through it, how to go to the Chrome store and download this extension, and then it'll automatically do it. So let's say, you know, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you understand what I just said. It also allows them to interact too. Maybe you're saying something that they want to, you know, just acknowledge, and so they can then clap. They can also raise their hand, and then you can control the settings. So they've got some skin tones here. You can turn on your notifications or anything like that. So that is another one for Google Meet, is called nod reactions. The next one is pretty cool. If there are more people on my Meet, then you can do what's called a grid view. So by default, I believe that the Meet only shows you so many, and then you may have to like scroll to another page, kind of like Zoom, to see the rest. Well, if you install this, it will allow you to view in a grid view. You can then do these settings. Do you want to include yourself? Do you want to highlight the person that's speaking? Do you only want to show in your grid those participants who have actual video? Okay, so this is pretty cool as well if you want to see all your students on screen. And again, this is another extension that they can also install. That way they can see everybody on the screen as well. And then the last one for this one, and this will be really good as well for you, Ms. Flanagan, or anyone who does, if you're going to utilize the chat feature. And what this then will do is it will download, you know, everything that was put in the chat over the course of the meeting. So then you can have a transcript of it. And then you can then take it and translate that transcript into whatever languages that you may want. So if kids are asking questions in the chat and you are giving responses in the chat, then you can go ahead and download that and save it as a document for your kids in whatever their language is. Okay. Did you have a question, Ms. Flanagan?
No, Miss Tanzan.
Yeah,
I got that. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool extension. So that'll be really good for your ELD classes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's it for the Google Meet extensions. There's some more, but those are like the main ones that I found useful. The next one is Screencastify, and this is very helpful, and I think we need to start doing more of this because a lot of our students struggle with reading instructions. You know, they may be more auditory or visual learners, and so by creating a Screencastify video, it allows you to record yourself giving instructions to your students on your computer. So what you would do is you would launch the app, and it's launch the extension. You'll sign in with your Google. I reset all my Chrome extensions, so that's why it's not connected. right, so now that I'm signed in, so then what you would do is you would make sure that you allow your microphone, and you only have to do this the first time that you do this. And then I want to also do my webcam, and this will allow you to do like the picture in the picture type thing. So let's see. So we've got that. We've got it. Okay. I don't know why drawing tools are unavailable. We're not going to worry about that. Make sure my microphone is selected. I'm going to use my MacBook Pro microphone. And then it's going to start recording. So I'm going to have it to record this screen. And then it does the little countdown. And so now it will record, you know, whatever it is that I'm doing. Okay. So down here are the controls, as you can see. And let's see. I don't know why it didn't do my, my webcam. Probably because I'm using something else for that. So anyway, so as you're recording, and then you can, you know, use your pen, these tools down here. There's an eraser, there's a pointer. If you want to highlight certain areas, like you would do here and do here and do there. And then when you finish, I'm going to end my recording. And so now it has, this is the recording. You can do a couple things. You can share it directly to your Google Classroom, which is really cool. You can publish it to YouTube and then take the link and share it in your Google Classroom, or you can just download the file. It automatically is going to save to your Google Drive though, so that's cool. You don't have to do an extra step. You just want to kind of give it a name. Demo cast is here. And you can play it back. There's also a little editor if you want to do some editing of the video, but I am going to share it to my classroom. It allows you to pick which class. I'm going to share it to my, then I want to create a material. And then here, you cast, watch. Let me see, watch this video. Watch to about screencasts. And then it's automatically posted. You choose your topic. You know, we'll put it under week 2 assignment. And then it saves, and then it'll say, hey, do you want to go ahead and view it in your class just in case you want to make some changes? Classwork under week 2, here it is, demo cast, and there is the video. So that is pretty cool. You can do a lot with screencasting, play around with it, and do a couple cool things with that one. All right.
Okay, so the last extension that I want to share with you is called Share to Classroom. And what it does is it allows you to push web pages directly to your students. You can create it as an assignment, as an announcement, or a material. So let's say we are studying Greek art. Greek art. And I want to share this particular website with my students. So the only thing that I will need to do is go up here to my extension, the Share to Classroom. It's going to ask me, do I want to push it to students? And when you push it to students, that means that whatever they're working on right now in the classroom, it will pop up automatically on their screens. Or I can go ahead and create an assignment, ask a question, or if I want to post the announcement to the stream. So we will just say, we're going to make this assignment. and Greek art video. Okay, due date, instructions. Please watch this video and take notes. We will discuss in class tomorrow. Okay. And, you know, I'm going to leave this ungraded because it's just a reading assignment. Okay. And it's going to be due for tomorrow. And then with the topic, remember to keep organized. This is going to go under week 2. And it's all the students are going to receive it, the Art 101 class. And I'm going to go ahead and click assign. Go to classwork, Greek art video, click on it. There's the link. So that is share to classroom. Again, I can't show you the push to student feature because I'm logged in as a teacher. It only will pop up if the student is active in classrooms. Like if you guys are working independently or whatever and you come across something you want to share, then you could go ahead and push it to students. So that is my top 9 Chrome extensions. Stay tuned for the bonus. I have 3 bonus extensions that I'm going to share in separate video. That's Cami, that's Classroom Zoom, and that's Padlet. Thanks so much.